Good morning, welcome to a morning review. This is Kim speaking on Friday the 5th of August. So looking at the euro dollar first, and yesterday we see a continuation of the sell-off, almost within touch of the monthly pivot I keep talking about, but not quite. It bounced off its daily 8 in the end for a short while before, well, now it's a decision whether that's close enough to the pivot or we're going to see another rundown. We'll see how it runs. There's a very simple view of this by just drawing a couple of trend lines across the lows here. That's one. So it runs across this way. That's fine. Otherwise, if it starts pushing up and breaking to the upside, we could be on for the R150 MA, which would be quite magnetic, I guess, and that will be coming down a little bit closer as well, that 50, as we move into the next hour. So that seems like a reasonable chance. Just not very many pips if you're looking to trade this. But it put a little V bottom in yesterday, or looks almost like a V bottom, but couldn't hold on to it as we ran through the later part of the day. Got the jitters around the 12 o'clock period, but managed to pull back, but never, as I say, never held on to it. But the question is, if it starts breaking down today, I'd really like the monthly pivot out of the way. Right, okay, that's that done. That cable. Well, cable's really seen I had this trend on originally, which became a bit short of. Let me pop it back there, and it's right. Well, just broken it a little bit. Whether or not we can pull back some more, we'll see. At the moment, it has to be on the erring, on the bearish side on this view here. But if it can edge up, it could switch all of that. The daily pivot's above us at 31.86, but we're plagued with resistance levels on the way. Namely, initially was just running into the 60.21. Hopefully, if we see a break of one of these, we'll run through the other, but at the moment it's looking a reasonable ask to get back up there, but the possibility is still there, even if it actually just gets to the 60.21 exponential. It's a possibility, but it's within range anyway. If it does start moving that way, certainly a possibility. Right, Aussie dollar. Aussie's continued its leg upwards. It's starting to look a bit more trendy. So with the higher lows, higher highs, it's bigger, still ranging in the bigger picture here, but in the shorter period, it's starting to run into its weekly R1 at the moment. And well, let's have a look at the. Just looks a bit weakish into this move here. It sort of looks like it could roll back for the daily pivot. The way it's sitting at the moment, sort of a divergence type move on this current bar. So looking a tad weak, but we'll see how we roll on that one that could roll over. Canadian dollar then. Canadian dollar's really generally it may be mirroring oil, of course. Let's just look at the bigger picture here. Sorry, I'll just bring oil in so you can just see oil's had quite a good reversal over the last couple of days. Still got the monthly pivot to head for, but at the moment it's literally ball flagging at the moment. So could push up some more. Let's have a look at Canadian dollar now. So Canadian dollar has effectively come down for the last 3 days there, but the last 2 days certainly following oil. It's really a question now, does that 34 hold? Or are we going to see another bounce up, or are we going to finally see a break and a bit more continuation to the downside? Looking at shorter time frame, well, we've hit the daily pivots. Certainly, it's really a case of watching oil a little bit here, but if it can start turning around, it'd be quite easy to see the Canadian dollar run down towards its S1, yesterday's lows in the S1. Okay, that's pretty much it. Today, news-wise, affecting the major currencies, we've got the Canadian unemployment figures or employment figures coming out at the same time as the US non-farms. So certainly we should see some movement with the non-farms. And most likely the Canadian dollar and the US dollar are certainly going to be moving at around those times. Aside of that, it's a quite old morning. We've already had the Australian monetary policy statement out, and nothing else to run for at the moment. So have a great one. Have a great weekend. Bye for now.